All right, guys, welcome back to Crunch Time, the show where you get the best NBA DFS picks and more each and every day. To join today, joined here with Chris, as always. How are you doing today, Chris? 9-game slate. Forgot to say that.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well, as always. I'm excited to get into the slate. Hopefully we have a good day.
Yep, always doing well. Got the sweater there. Is it a little cold, Chris?
Yeah, it's pretty cold. Just want to stay warm here.
Okay. Yeah, guys, welcome to the show. See Ghostify in the chat here. See myself, Trigger here, Chatty Day from both of them. Kyle in here is asking if we're going to have esports picks on the show too. Are we, Chris?
I mean, I haven't really touched esports or taken a look at it since since it was big when all the sports were off. But yeah, I mean, my picks probably wouldn't be too good right now.
Yeah, the only esport I could do is like StarCraft 2, but they don't have that on FanDuel. You said they have that on like actual betting sites, not DFS sites. But yeah, that's the only one I could do if it was DFS. But yeah, I see Rondo in here as well. Chetty taking his shirt off in the thumbnail, revealing that he's Superman. Gonna go off tonight. Trigger in here says I'm looking sharp. Hasty in here, got David Korea in here, Mike in here, Brent in here. Let's get it. Brent says, hey guys, TGIF, let's get those giblets tonight.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Big T. I think he won 100K yesterday. He was all over the FanDuel leaderboard in the big tournament. Pretty crazy. He's definitely been on a heater.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to get on one of those. Last big takedown, we had some big ones, but the biggest one we've had recently was 45K from Turnburn? Or
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was the 45K one, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it was Turnburn. Yeah, it was 45K, so that was a good one. We need to get up there again. We had Kyle here. He's been cooking. But yeah, been pretty 38K from Rondo. There we go. We got it. But yeah, before we start, guys, giveaway here at 30 likes like we've been doing. I think we'll do that again today. So if we get 30 likes on this video, anyone in here that wants to participate will be put into a spin wheel draw over here. And then the winner gets a free week here to our optimizer DFS Crunch, that's the thing we've been using here every single day on our show. So it's a good opportunity to try it out for free for a week. We do also have a free 3-day trial automatically as well for all new members. So there's also that option as well. But yeah, you guys see us use it every single day. So it's pretty sharp, pretty solid. Yeah, other than that, guys, make sure you're subscribed as well. Bell button and all. The show is done every single day. So yeah, do that as well. Twitter here, DFS Crunch. Been a bit more active there, so follow us there as well. It's pretty solid sports content now, DFS content. So yeah, that's awesome. Got some success here. Let's scroll back up to how far up, Chris? Let's see. Probably here, yeah.
Yeah, probably. I mean, yeah, we could go through it quickly.
Yeah, got some college basketball from T-Pro here. What do you want to say, Chris? They've been super sharp projections.
Yeah, I mean, we got to see Hastie's. It'll come up later. That's definitely one I'm looking forward to seeing here.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got. We got Nick here, doubled up. Pretty awesome results there. Hockey. Only way I knew that was Ovechkin. So got some NHL. Got Chris here as well. Bembry in there, Toronto Raptors, NBA. Nemanja went off yesterday, actually. What did he get? Like 40 on FanDuel? DraftKings, 40 points there, like 44. So super crazy night from him. How did Whiteside do, actually?
Not too well. So, I mean, on FanDuel, you can see I don't have a FanDuel picture. I had Whiteside. He got like 15. Kelly Olynyk was 1,500 less. He got think he got 35. I ended up losing by 10 points, so pretty frustrating there. I mean, Olynyk beat Whiteside by 20 points there, so I mean, definitely a bad break for me.
Yep. Bad break for you, Chris. How about those Raptors, by the way? Siakam definitely been cooking the Bucks rivals there. Yeah, like they love to play the Bucks. Just beat them twice in a row. I think they needed to win there after losing against who did they lose to before that? Pretty bad team. Do you remember?
The Bucks?
No, before they played the Bucks twice, who did they play?
The Raptors?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah, anyway, they lost to a bad team, so they should have won that one, but it's good to see them bounce back here. I think I saw a stat on like OG Anunoby guarding Giannis. Like he didn't score once on him, and he guarded him for like, I don't know, a lot of the game. So anytime OG was guarding Giannis, he just wasn't doing as well. So, and I did say, people were saying OG is the Kawhi, next Kawhi. That's what people said, not me. So if you can defend Giannis, I mean, that's a pretty big thing, I think. No, Chris? Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, then we got Ariane here. 77 to 120 pretty much there. NBA, looks like he did a few different lineups here. Faded, Whiteside, Chris. No Whiteside. Got Kelly O there on both of them. So was that the play? Better play there on FanDuel?
I mean, I was pretty locked in. Like I didn't have many. Like I had too many guys in the early game, so I didn't have flexibility, so I couldn't switch there. But yeah, Kelly Olynyk was definitely the better point per dollar play after we got the news that Whiteside wasn't starting.
Yep. Okay, then we got Dakota here. Shout out to him. Doubled up on DraftKings on this one. This is the optimal, right? No, a little different. What was the difference here, Chris, with yours?
Looks like Bryn Forbes versus, I don't know who I had. Maybe, I don't know if you could just scroll up. Probably Caruso. Yeah, probably Bryn Forbes versus Caruso there.
Yep. Okay, then some more results here. I mean, lots of great results got me here. Measly $12 here, $5. Low to low stakes guy. Actually, no to low stakes guy on DraftKings. Got T-Pro here. Yeah, I mean, lots of solid results here. Days of work here. Playing some League of Legends. Didn't see this one yet myself. That's awesome. Would be cool to see the lineup there as well. Alex in here as well. Optimal League. Weaver here learning with Kyle. Days of work. So that's awesome. Then yeah, this is the one that you liked, Chris. Hasty's results here. Yeah, is that Mo Wagner's brother?
No, I don't think so. But yeah, this is Hasty's team. Obviously, I'm not sure if he played the optimal. I think he just played who he likes. Obviously, he's big on college basketball, so I mean, his first time submitting a lineup, and he ended up winning. So pretty cool stuff there.
Yeah, that's awesome. How come they don't have the pictures here? Is it like I don't know. Is that some NCAA like voodoo stuff, like where they take all the money, don't give anyone money, like not licensed or something?
Yeah, it's just licensing stuff.
Yeah, that's odd. But yeah, shout out to Hasty for that one. That's awesome. I wonder if he's gonna play today. But yeah, let's see. We got 9 games here, Chris. Maybe go over some chat. I think we see some more people. Cody here. Brent. Who else do we have? Rondo, David again. Thomas in here. Hasty, Mike. Antfer, Trigger again. But yeah. See a question actually. Trigger says, did I get a new camera? No, same old camera. I just closed the blinds here, so it's a little darker. I think that works a bit better. But I do like the sunlight a bit. But Thomas says OG can't sniff Kawhi's jockstrap. Yeah, obviously. But, I mean, still pretty good defender. He's a solid player. We got Amfer here, Chris, actually. Says, Whiteside bust. I wonder who said that.
Yeah, shout out to Amfer there.
What's up, guys?
I remember someone was also saying Whiteside's a lock. I don't remember who that was. I don't think it was me. But yeah, shout out to Antfer. Definitely got that one right.
Yeah. We also got Brent here. Says time to get good up on the 100K heater. Yeah, I need to transfer my bankroll to DraftKings. Maybe play a bit there. DraftKings is better for GPP, you say, right, Chris? You like it more?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably pretty similar, but I think there's better contest selection. Probably not for the low stakes, but I think the higher stakes, there's better contest selection.
Yeah. Thomas Bay says they're students, Garry, not pros. Trigger says, about the pictures. Trigger says Franz Wagner is the real deal. Did you watch him play, Chris? Do you know?
No, I don't even know who he is, but I know he was expensive. That's why. That's how I know he's good.
The fantasy pricing, yeah, that's a good way to gauge who's good, who's not. Apparently, he's a lottery pick from Hasty. So yeah, but yeah, 9 games here, Chris. Let's get into it. No time to waste, like you say, on these big slates. What's the major news that we have so far of guys being out, unavailable, things like that?
So we have Cavs guys, similar to last game against the Warriors. Torian Prince is out. Obviously, Drummond is out. Then we have some Raptors news that we have to keep an eye out for. The Lowry thing. He was doubtful. He got upgraded to questionable. So we'll have to wait and see if he plays. Obviously, if he's out, Van Vliet becomes a great play again tonight. And then we have Giannis again here against the Thunder. I'm still going to play him on both sites. Like, he had a down game yesterday. I still really like him. We have Hernan Gomez in play today with Steven Adams out or doubtful. So Hernan Gomez is looking like a really good play, especially on DraftKings for 3.9K. Yeah, it's looking like a good slate.
Yeah, just got confirmation, Chris. It is Mo Wagner's brother, by the way. So now you know. Yeah, got a comment here from Hasty. He says, Chris, straight looking like the king of the north today.
The king of the north.
We gotta get you like a green screen, get some snow falling behind you. That'd be nice. Just so everyone else can just feel how cold it is for you. But yeah, let's get into the first game here. Golden State, Orlando. By the way, I think the game that I was talking about for the Raptors, I think they played Minnesota first before the Bucks twice. I think they lost to Minnesota. That's a game they should have won. So that's what I was talking about. Chris Stark. Yeah. Golden State side first, we got Draymond Green, questionable. Wiseman, Kevon Looney, both out for them. Projected starters, we have Steph Curry, Kelly Oubre, Andrew Wiggins, Toscano Anderson, and Draymond Green. Small ball lineup here. I guess maybe you'd be interested in Vooch because of that. Not sure how the pricing works, no? But yeah, who do you like on the Warriors?
I don't know. Like, I'm not too interested in anyone here. We have a giant slate. It's a pace down spot for the Warriors. They're implied to score 114, so I mean it's definitely lower than usual for them. Draymond's questionable, so we have to keep an eye out for that news. I think Michael Mulder started last game for him. I think if Draymond's out, like, the entire team becomes worse. Specifically Curry. Maybe up guys like Oubre and Wiggins, but I think Curry just relies on Draymond Green a lot for his production. Draymond just sets him up a lot. Obviously, we saw Curry still get there last time in OT. He almost got a triple-double. So, I mean, he's still a fine play. He's 10.1K over on DK, 10K flat on FanDuel. So, I mean, it's not the worst play. I'm just not finding myself landing in that price range today at point guard. I think I'd rather just prioritize spend-ups like Giannis, maybe even Jokic. So, not really landing on Curry today. Obviously, he's always viable in tournaments, but not for me in cash games tonight. And then, like I said, Oubre and Wiggins, I'll like them more if Draymond's out. As of now, I'm assuming that Draymond's going to be in, so don't really have too much interest in any of these other guys here.
Yep. Okay, let's do Orlando. Over there we have Ev Fournier probable and James Ennis also probable. Projected starters, we have Michael Carter-Williams, Evan Fournier, James Ennis, Gary Clark, and Nikola Vucevic. You don't think... I was just wondering about Vucevic with the small ball lineup here. Do you think he could feast here, or just not a good game here for him.
I mean, the price tag is high on him. That's the problem. Like we had this similar situation I think last week, where Draymond just completely shut him down. He had his worst shooting game in a long time. Still ended up with I think 45 fantasy points, but I mean his price tag is 9.7 now on FanDuel, 9.9 on DK, so it's just a little too expensive for me. I'd rather just pay up a little more, go up to Jokic, just feel much better about that play. And then I think the main people here are going to be some value guys. I don't mind Michael Carter Williams again here on FanDuel for 4.5K. It's a pretty good matchup against the Warriors, pace up spot. We played him last time against the Knicks. Obviously, that's one of the worst matchups, one of the slowest teams. Now we got him against the Warriors, who are a fast-paced team. So I definitely don't mind Michael Carter Williams for 4.5K on FanDuel. I think that's a really good price tag for him, especially in cash games. On DraftKings, he's 5-1. We don't really need it as much. We have guys like Garland there for 300 more. So not too interested in MCW on DK. Fournier is someone that's a little bit interesting on DK. He's 5.8K. He's been playing around 30 minutes ever since he came back from his injury. Pretty good matchup here against the Warriors, like I said, with MCW. So if you want to play him as sort of a last piece in your cash games for 5.8, that's something I don't mind on DraftKings.
Yeah. About Vooch, though, for tournaments, what do you think of that? Because you said he had the worst shooting night last time against Draymond with the Warriors, right? Wait, but he still scored 25.
Yeah, he shot 8 for 23, though, 35%.
Well, do you think he has like a good upside then here? Or do you think Draymond's just like, if he does play, well, what if Draymond doesn't play? Because we have him as probable, right? Or, sorry, we have him as questionable.
He's questionable, but I have no problems with Vucevic here, but I'm just not going to play him for this price tag. Like I said, I'd just rather go up to Jokic. I mean, I don't think Vucevic really has. I don't know. Like Vucevic is a fine play, kind of making it seem like I don't like him, but I do like him. I'm just not landing on him today.
Okay. Okay. Let's go into the next game then. Denver at Cleveland. See some chat here. There's a lot of chat today, so sorry if I miss anything. Dinda says, no more pillars, call them thrones for you, Chris.
I like that one more.
VN Jones got a grandma update from him. Says, hey guys, that grandma who was stuck here finally made it out. Her granddaughter said she made it back to Toronto and is happy to leave this heat. Glad to hear. That's good. We got Ghosty in here as well. Says, yo, pick the thumbnail. Oh, he picked it?
Yeah, Ghosty told me to do Chetty, so I did Chetty for Ghosty.
Nice. Yeah, he says, I know Chetty is one of Trigger's favorite players. King in the North for you, Chris. Yeah, Dinda always sharp. But yeah, let's go next game here. Denver, Cleveland. Denver side, we have a few guys missing for them. So we got Millsap out, Gary Harris out, PJ Dozier out, and Taurean Prince out. Wait, sorry, did I say... Wait, I just did both teams, my bad. Denver side, Dozier out, Harris out, and Millsap out. And then we also have Barton questionable, JaMychal Green probable. Projected starters for Denver, we have Jamal Murray, Barton, Porter Jr., JaMychal Green, and Jokic. Yeah, who do you like here, Chris, against the Cavs?
Yeah, so it's going to be Jokic here for the most part. He's 10-6 on FanDuel. I think that's too cheap for him. He's one of my favorite spend-ups at center. I prefer him over guys like Vucevic, like I said earlier. I prefer him over Embiid as well. So he's probably my priority spend-up at center tonight, especially on FanDuel. On DK, not as much. Like we have Hernan Gomez for a value play there at center, so not as interested in him there, but really like the price tag here on FanDuel. So he's one of my priorities. Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr., I think they'll become in play if we get news that Barton's ruled out. Obviously, he's questionable. So I think he's going to play today. I always treat questionable as if they're in. So not too interested in guys like Porter and Murray right now. JaMychal Green is the other guy that I do have interest here. I think he's decent value on this slate, 4.2K. Obviously, Paul Millsap is still out tonight. So JaMychal Green should start, as you said. Definitely don't mind him here in this matchup against the Cavs. They're implied to score 117 points. If he plays 29 minutes like he has been in his last 2 starts, I think he should be able to get there for us at 4.2K on FanDuel.
Yeah. The reason I was asking about Vooch, because you said Jokic pay up for him, but just in tournaments, like we have Vooch half the projected ownership here, so that's why I kind of brought that up. I was a bit more curious about that one for GPPs with the ownership difference there. But yeah, Cleveland side, we have Taurean Prince out for them, Matthew Dellavedova out, and Kevin Love out. Dylan Windler is in for them. Got that noted. Projected starters: Garland, Sexton, Okoro, Chetty Osman, Coverboy here, and Jarrett Allen. Drummond's sitting for them, waiting for that trade, so really sad about that. Got a comment from Thomas on Garland. He says he's about to turn into Dolce again tonight. He's Darius for now. 18 points, 8 assists night coming up. Yeah, do you like Garland tonight, Chris?
Yeah, I love Garland tonight here, especially on DK. He's 5.4K there. He's also 5.4 on FanDuel, but he's currently in both of my builds on both sites. We got to take advantage of pricing here. Sexton is 7.3 on DK, 6.9 on FanDuel, so I'll just play Garland for the discount there at the guard position. Like he plays a ton of minutes. The Cavs run him out in blowout time just like they do with Sexton. So, I mean, he's pretty safe here. He has a nice floor. Really like him tonight in cash games. Not sure about tournaments. I mean, if you think he can get a ceiling game here, Denver's obviously pretty tough defensively. But, I mean, in cash games, I think he's a really safe option tonight on both sides. So I'm probably going to roll with him. And then the cover guy tonight, as you said, Chetty Osman. This is another place where we could take advantage of the price tag. Obviously, Taurean Prince is out. Chetty got the start last time. Played 35 minutes. If we get someone playing 35 minutes here, like Chetty Osman for 4.2K on FanDuel, 4.8 on DraftKings, I think we just lock that in. Like he's always been a pretty solid fantasy point per minute guy. They're thin on the wing, so I mean, a really good spot here for Chetty. He's one of my favorite value plays today on both sites.
Yep. Okay, let's load up the next game. See a comment here. VN Jones says, today's Jokic's birthday, Joker's birthday. Do you like that narrative, Chris?
Yeah, I like that narrative. I actually didn't know that, so I mean, now I like him even more.
Yeah. Wait, are you a narrative guy? Like, what are your favorite types of narratives? Revenge? Like, what do you like more? Revenge game, birthday game?
Yeah, I like the first-time revenge games. I like the hometown games. Probably the hometown games are my favorite games.
Like where you get all your old friends to come out watch the game?
Yeah, I mean, it probably doesn't happen now, but I mean, we had Terrence Ross against Portland. He had the best game of his season. Obviously, he's from Oregon, so I don't know. I think there's something to that.
Are there any other narratives like that you know?
Like what?
Like any other narratives that you like that I didn't mention?
No, it's just like hometown, birthday, revenge game. I think that's mostly it.
I don't know. I'm curious what you guys think. If you guys know any other like narratives that you like, let me know in the chat. Kind of curious. But yeah. Next game we got Atlanta, Boston. Atlanta side first. We got Jean Rondo out for them. Projected starters: Trae Young, Kevin Huerter, Cam Reddish, John Collins, and Clint Capella. Yeah, also actually, guys, if you have like a favorite narrative game of all time, let me know what that one was. Curious about that too. But yeah, who do you like here, Chris, on the Hawks?
So I'm not really finding myself landing on many Hawks today. They're pretty healthy. Like obviously Hunter's out, Bogdanovich is out. Those are the main rotation pieces that are out. Like Rondo hasn't been playing too much this season, so that's not a big deal. But yeah, they're pretty healthy. I think they're priced accurately as well. So I'm really not too interested in the Hawks here. Obviously, Trae Young is always in play in tournaments. He's probably the only guy that I would touch here. Maybe Clint Capella, but he's expensive. We do like targeting Boston with bigs. So maybe Capella for 7.2 on DK. I don't mind that play, but in general, I'm not too interested in the Hawks.
Okay. Let's go do Boston then. Over there, Kemba Walker, probable. Tice marked as in, and Jaylen Brown questionable. Projected starters, we have Kemba Walker, Brown, Tatum, Ojale, and Tice. Who do you like on the Celtics, Chris?
So for the most part, it's going to be Kemba Walker for me. Obviously, we have Jaylen Brown questionable. That's a pretty big thing that we're waiting on. If he's out, we'll probably lock in Walker. Tatum as well would become a much better play. But for now, like I always do with questionable guys, I'm going to assume that he's in. So it's really just Kemba Walker for me in cash games. He's 6'2" on FanDuel. I think he's a little more on DK, 6'5". Yeah, I just like him in cash games. Like he always shoots a lot. Obviously his shot hasn't been falling recently, but he plays around 30 minutes, shoots around like 12 to 16 times per game. So for this price tag, I think it's a decent cash game play. I think his floor is good here. Obviously, I'm concerned about the ceiling just because he's playing with Brown and Tatum, but I think he's a decent last piece sort of guy in cash games. Right now, I prefer Garland. He's a little cheaper to Kemba, but yeah, if you're landing on Kemba, I don't mind that.
Yep. Got the Byzantine Emperor from Trigger. Who is that?
I don't know.
Let's see. Narratives, Chris. We got Trigger says revenge birthday games, so like a 2-1, that'll be pretty good. There's the strip club game, so that's like a fade for Harden, I think. So that's actually a good one there. Flu games as well. Those are good too. You forgot one, Chris. The national TV games. That's a narrative for sure.
Yeah, I like that one for sure.
Yeah.
Trigger knows me best.
Yeah, so you missed that one. What else we got here? Willie Hernan Gomez Day from Ghostify there. Also, he says Siakam and Van Fleet locks if Lowry is out. Yeah, I think so as well, but we'll get into that when we get into that game. Let's see, Chetty, Hernan Gomez, and Bazemore if no Draymond. Chalk Day from VN Jones. What do you think of that, yeah?
Yeah, I didn't mention Bazemore, but he played 38 minutes last time that Draymond missed. Obviously, I mentioned Mulder started for them, but Bazemore was the guy that kind of got that extra run, so he'll definitely be in play if we get news that Draymond's out, and that's the first game of the slate, so we should know.
Yeah. Ghosty says, I'm a Celtics fan. Brown better play tonight. Got Justin here. Shout out to Justin. T-Base says, really hope Dre sucks it up and plays tonight. He's on a roll right now. Can't disrupt the momentum.
Yeah, I mean, we got to call Thomas out here. I think it's the second time he got roll wrong. The proper spelling there would be ROLL.
Oh my god. I mean, it's when I read it out loud, it's the same. Didn't think twice. But yeah, you're right about that one.
I think we had Mayo call him out earlier about the same word. So I mean, I just had to do it again
on a different day.
Yeah.
Oh my.
A few days ago.
Now Thomas is all sorry, Chris. But yeah. Next game, we have Chicago, Philadelphia. Chicago side, we got Adam Bukoka out for them. Big piece there. I always mention him. Projected starters, Kobe White, Zach LaVine, Garrett Temple, Patrick Williams, and Wendell Carter Jr. You like anyone here on the Bulls, Chris? Usually you like targeting against them, but anyone you like on them?
Not really. Like, tough matchup here against Philly. If you want to play LaVine, I think he's going to go very low owned tonight. Obviously, he's been having a really good season. He always has potential to go for 50 fantasy points here. He's probably the only guy I have interest in tonight. Obviously, tournament only, but yeah, outside of that, not really interested in these guys.
Okay. Yes, short analysis there, but do people like that, Chris, when you have your stances, when you take a stance and you don't say you like everyone? But yeah, Philadelphia side, you'll probably like these guys. You always love targeting against Chicago. So we got Ben Simmons as probable, Shake Milton doubtful, projected starters Simmons, Seth Curry, Danny Green, Tobias Harris, and Joel Embiid. Wonder what the spread is here right now, Chris. It looks like 8-point spread that I see here. So should be pretty close game. The guys all should get a run here. But yeah, who do you like to target here against the Bulls?
So not too much here. Like, Simmons is back, so I mean, these guys don't really I mean, the studs here don't really come into play in cash games when we have a spread this big, and they're healthy. Just kind of the way it goes with the Sixers here. So I mean, Embiid's always in play. I like him a lot in tournaments tonight. But I mean, if this game blows out, I don't think that Embiid's going to get very much run here. Obviously, he's going to be the main one doing the damage. But I mean, I don't know. Like, I never really feel good about Embiid in games that I have blowout concern, just because they're kind of cautious with him, I think. So, I mean, I'm fine with him in tournaments. I'm not going to do it in cash games. Much rather play Jokic. But yeah, it's a really good matchup for Embiid here. I always like to say that I love targeting bigs against the Bulls here, so this is no different. We probably get the best big in the league against the Bulls, so you got that going for you. Just a little concerned about blowout, so he's going to be tournament only for me tonight. Simmons, too expensive. Harris, same sort of thing. Like, he's kind of priced as if Simmons was out, so I mean, obviously Simmons is probable, so not too interested there. The main guy I have interest in here is going to be Seth Curry again. We have him for 4K on FanDuel. I think that price tag is just way too cheap with Shake Milton being doubtful. Curry's been playing around 35 minutes here. So I think he's a really good value play tonight. I think he's probably my second favorite value piece tonight on FanDuel, other than Chetty Osman. On DK, not as much. He's a little more expensive, 4.8K, so don't think I need that there. I think we have better value elsewhere. So Seth Curry is just the main guy for me on FanDuel.
Usually don't like to predict blowouts. Anytime I mention blowout, you right away you jump on me and you say, I don't like to predict blowouts. But here you have the blowout concern with the 8-point spread. You're just outclassed here.
Yeah, I mean,
Sixers are outclassing the Bulls, or what?
Yeah, I think that, I don't know. I think this game will blow out. I'll probably bet the spread here. Yeah, I don't think this game will stay close.
Okay, well, if it does blow out, any favorites you have here on the Sixers? Would it be like a starter? Any starters that you would like, or maybe someone who would play more in the blowout there?
I don't know. Like, maybe Maxey. You can run Tyrese Maxey in tournaments, but I'm not going to do it today. Like, this game, it has an 8-point spread, so it's not like it's for sure going to be a blowout. But yeah, at the same time, I don't know. I'm targeting other pieces more. Like, I love Jokic tonight. I like him more than Embiid. So, and guys like Embiid, Simmons, Harris, they're fine in tournaments for me, but I'm not doing it in cash games.
Yeah, I'm just looking for the sneaky hidden gems tonight, Chris. That's all. But yeah, we got some comments here. Let's see what we got. I think Emphas said Bazemore is my bust for tonight. Can you see it?
I mean, he only comes in play if Draymond's out. Like, no one's gonna play him if Draymond's in, I don't think. But yeah, I mean, definitely gonna be a bust here if Draymond plays.
Yep. Trigger says Zach LaVine tournaments. You said you like that one. You said under owned, but having a great season. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not something that I would do on this big slate, but I mean, if the game stays close, it's going to be because of Zach LaVine on the Bulls side. So yeah, if you want to stack this game, definitely get Zach LaVine from the Bulls.
Okay. Rondo here says, "Hey Chris, why are the Canucks favored to win? Do the Jets suck?"
I don't know. I haven't really been following the betting lines in hockey. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're on a win streak or something. Maybe we can ask Days of Work.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got. Trigger says stack with Embiid is a good GPP strategy. If I'm playing Embiid, I'm stacking him with LaVine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, that's actually, I like that one. Let's see what else we got here. I got Durag in here. What's up? Ghosty says, I love Giannis against the Thunder, 70 plus on DK last time he played them. Just got the blowout concern always with the Thunder, right, Chris?
Yeah, it's the biggest spread on the slate, but I mean, when the Bucks blow a team out, it's because of Giannis. It's because of Middleton. So I have interest in both of those guys tonight.
Yeah. Dennis says narrative supreme. Any goalie against the Sabres?
Yeah, I mean, Sabres. Yeah, I don't think they're very good right now. Eichel's kind of trapped there.
Yeah. Thomas Bay says best big man in the league, Chris. double question mark. I don't know about that. Did you say that about Embiid?
I said he's the most dominant big man. I think
Yeah.
that's what I said.
Is he?
I think Jokic is probably the best, but I think Embiid is the most dominant.
Mm, yeah, maybe. Wonder what you guys think. If you guys, who do you guys think is the most dominant big in the league right now? Is it Embiid? Let's see what else we got here. Ghosty on his parlays. Trigger says Devin Booker is sneaky. What do you make of that one, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, he's playing the Pelicans here. It's the second highest over under on the slate. I mean, we'll get into that game once we get there, but yeah, he's definitely a good tournament option tonight.
Yeah, there's a Devin Booker playing in the Euro League for Moscow. I found that out the other day. He's like a center dunk king over there. So if you just look up Devin Booker Euro League or Devin Booker Moscow, he's in there. He's like a star in that league. always getting some nice dunks. Definitely check out his highlight reel. He looks pretty solid. Is the Euro League pretty good, Chris? Like in terms of leagues, like where does it rank?
I'm
Do you know?
the wrong person to ask.
I was also wondering, like for Hasty, I was wondering if like that's a league he would like, because I know he doesn't like a lot of things about the NBA, like I don't know, like the superstar treatments. He doesn't like that. He doesn't like the flopping, things like that. I'm not sure if they have that in EuroLeague, like if it's played a bit different. It's probably a bit more like college basketball, if I had to guess, less like the NBA. But yeah, Trigger says second or third best league. Let's see what else we got here. Rondo says, actually, that's not fair. Dureg says Trae Young, Chris. We went over Atlanta, but yeah, Trae Young, what do you think?
He's fine for me in tournaments. I mean, I always like him in tournaments, but just not for me in cash games tonight.
Yeah, and then another question, Trae Young versus Ben Simmons, who's going to outperform? I would say Trae Young.
Yeah, I'll take Trae Young there.
Yeah, Trigger says most dominant, Marc Gasol. I mean, he is the Embiid stopper, Chris. Like if you have someone who can just stop you like that, like, are you really the most dominant?
I don't know. I think he's the most dominant. Yeah.
Gasol?
No, Embiid.
Yeah, Ghosty says it's Embiid for him. Trigger says I'll have to get Devin Booker EuroLeague jersey. Yeah, it's probably a nice looking jersey. Ghosty also says Trae Young to win MVP and be the scoring leader this season. What do you make of that one?
Trae Young to win MVP and be the scoring leader this season. I mean that bet is probably dead. Maybe scoring, but he's definitely going to have to play catch up. He's had some low scoring games. But yeah, I probably would have liked that bet at the start of the season, but yeah, it's probably dead now.
Yeah. Hasty on the EuroLeague, he says Euroball is way more pure. It's a great game. Spanish League is super fun. Yeah, I thought you'd like those leagues a bit more. Maybe not more, I don't know, but like they play different, so it's like a different viewing experience as a fan for sure. There's some ex-NBA players actually. Like, do you remember Sven, Chris? He played with Andre Kirilenko.
No, who's that?
He's like one of the leading scorers in the Euro League right now. He's like 34.
Shved?
Huh?
Shved?
Yeah, Shved, sorry.
Yeah, he played for the Knicks as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he played a few seasons in the NBA.
Yeah, so he's like one of the leading scorers there. We also got Mike James. He's cooking there. So he was on the Suns, I think, last in the NBA, if I remember correctly. He's pretty fun to watch there. So it's definitely a fun league to watch as well. I think I don't know. It'd be fun to have that in DFS, actually. Dreg says Jokic was averaging almost a triple-double for a career. He elevates his teammates. Embiid is a good scorer, but I don't think he can facilitate like Jokic. So Dureg's vote is for Jokic, Chris.
I don't know. I said the exact same thing. Like Jokic is the best center, but he's not the most dominant center. Like I don't think dominant comes from his playmaking. I think dominant is just the way you score.
Yeah. It sounds like a Shaq argument you're making, Chris. Gasol leads the league in defensive box plus minus big time stat from Trigger for dominant vote there. Let's see what else we got here. I got some more Hawk stuff. Thomas Bay says Alexei, Russian stand-up. Embiid is Embiid is a defense to himself from Trigger. Yeah. Yeah, let's get back into the slate here. Detroit at Memphis. Detroit side first, we have Blake Griffin out for them. And then 3 guys questionable: Frank Jackson, Saban Lee, and Sekou Dembuya. Projected starters: DeLon Wright, Ellington, Sadiq Bey, Jeremy Grant, and Mason Plumlee. Who do you like here, Chris, if anyone?
I just want to touch on Hasty's comment here. I didn't know he was a baseball guy. He says, did anyone see the Pirates over-under for wins at 58, I think? Lowest total since the 90s. Feels like an easy over. I mean, the Pirates are awful. They just have an awful team all around. So, I mean, I think that line is fair. I might even take the under there. But yeah, with the Pistons here,
Before you do, comment from Brent. He says Jaylen Brown is in.
Okay, so that's as expected. So yeah, everything I said about them still stands. So yeah, with Jeremy Grant, we had this weird game last time. I think he scored like 43 real life points, career high. Ended up with 45 fantasy points. So he only got 2 rebounds, 0 assists, 1 block, 0 steals. So he kind of put up Jordan Clarkson's stat line there. I don't know. That was pretty weird to see. Like, Grant is always pretty good with those other stats. I mean, he was still scoring well, so he ended up getting there. But definitely could have had a huge game. He's 7-6 now on FanDuel, so I definitely don't mind that price tag here tonight. It's an all right matchup against the Memphis Grizzlies. It's the lowest over-under of the slate. But for some reason, I always kind of like targeting the Grizzlies. So I don't mind Jeremy Grant tonight. DeLon Wright is the other guy here. He's 6-1 on FanDuel. 6-1 on DK. On FanDuel, I think he's 6-6, so a little bit more. I think he's also a fine play. He played 38 minutes last game against the Bulls, so he kind of has that minutes floor. If you're landing there as sort of a last piece in your cash games, if you want that in tournaments, I think that's a fine play. But those are the 2 main guys for me on this Pistons team tonight.
Okay. See a question here. From Durag says, any news on Kawhi and Paul George? Think they're still just questionable, nothing updated for them. Yeah, Hasty says 58 is just so low, Chris, from him on the MLB.
58 is, I mean, I don't know, like, it's the Pirates here. It's like, I don't know, who's the worst team in the NBA? Like the Cavs or something? Not the Cavs. I don't know, but they're like one of the worst teams. So I don't know how I feel about that one.
Yeah. Got James Ennis starting today, Chris.
James Ennis is starting?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's as expected.
Okay. Okay, let's do Memphis then. Got Killian Tilly.
We got news that Birch is starting, so that's a little different there. So they're starting MCW, Fournier, Ennis, Birch, Vucevic. So maybe Kem Birch will become interesting here. He's 4-4 on FanDuel. I think that's probably a fair price tag for him. On DK 3-6, I think that might be in play. Like if he plays 28 minutes, 30 minutes, he's definitely gonna produce. Like he's a great rebounder, get some easy buckets. So I actually kind of like Kem Birch on DK for 3-6 now.
Yeah. Let's see. So Memphis, Chris, we got Killian Tilly out for them. Dylan Brooks and DeAnthony Melton questionable, and Desmond Bane marked as in for them. Projected starters, we have Ja Morant, Grayson Allen, Dylan Brooks, Kyle Anderson, and Jonas Valanciunas. I almost said Jonas like you the other day. Who do you like here on Memphis against the Pistons?
So I mean, for the most part, it's going to be Ja Morant. It's not a great game environment here. Like I said, it's a pace down spot for the Grizzlies going up against the Pistons, lowest over under on the slate. So I'm not too interested in many guys here. Like Kyle Anderson has been playing out of his mind recently. If you're looking at his game log, he's been crushing. But I'm not too high on him. He's 6-4 over on DraftKings, FanDuel 7K. So if you want to play him, get your shares on DK. On FanDuel, I think Ja Morant is my guy for 7.1K. Really like that in tournaments. He's been playing really well recently. Minutes have been higher. Got a triple-double last time out. So I think he's going to be pretty sneaky tonight. 7-4 on DraftKings, so pretty good price tag there as well. He's probably my favorite guy on the Grizzlies tonight.
Okay. Seeing some comments here. Let's see. Hasty says, and his family, Canadian basketball royalty. Also says he loves Birch, such a hard worker. Question from Durag King says, Wiggins or Oubre, Chris?
I'll say Oubre.
Oubre, okay. And then Thomas says, JV tournament play, Valanciunas.
Yeah, definitely don't mind that. He's going to be really low owned tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, always has crazy upside. Let's see. Durag also says likes Jaw tonight. But yeah, let's go next game. We have the Thunder against the Bucks. Give me 1 second. Thunder side, we have Al Horford is probable now. So projected starters for them, we have SGA, Theo Maledon, Dort, Baisley, and Horford. Anyone you like there, Chris?
The only way I would play these guys is if you're trying to use someone as a bring back, just because Giannis is popping so much. So maybe SGA in tournaments, but I mean, for me, I'm probably not going to touch these guys. Like Horford's back, so we don't have interest in Roby anymore. Obviously, SGA is back, so we don't have interest in Diallo. Maledon is back, so they're kind of getting their main guys back, other than George Hill. He's still out, so I'm really not too interested here in the Thunder tonight.
Okay. Let's do Milwaukee then. Just got Drew Holiday out for them. Projected starters, Bryn Forbes, DiVincenzo, Middleton, Giannis, and Lopez. Back-to-back for them. Anyone you like here, Chris?
Yeah, so it's going to be the two main guys here. It's going to be Giannis. I'll start with him on both sites. 10-8 on DraftKings, 11-3 on FanDuel. I think he's going to be the most chalky spend up tonight. They have a high implied team total at 121. Obviously, the spread is 10 points, so there's some blowout concern. But like I said earlier, I think if this game blows out, it's going to have a lot to do with Giannis and Middleton. So I'm fine playing Giannis today in both formats, both sites. He's one of my favorite spend ups, or he actually is my favorite spend up. Yeah, he had a little bit of a down game yesterday. Obviously, the Raptors always seem to play him well. So they did that yesterday. They kind of shut him down. But I like these matchups for Giannis when he goes up against these crappy teams, just because they sort of don't scheme as well against the high-end players. They just kind of, I don't know, they're developing their guys. Like, they kind of care more about their individual player development more than the team defense, I feel, right now. They're not trying to win or anything. So I really like Giannis in this spot. And then Middleton's the other guy here. He's 7.3K on FanDuel. He's just been playing awfully. I think his last 4 games, he's averaging like 23 fantasy points. So just been awful. But the thing with him is his minutes have been there. He's been playing like 37, 38 minutes. So, I mean, for 7.3K here with an implied team total of 121, I think you got to lock that in FanDuel cash games. On DK, I'm glad that he's a little bit more expensive there, 7.6K. Don't think we really need him as much on DK, but I think if you're playing FanDuel cash, I think you just play Chris Middleton again. I might do something like exclude him in my tournament script just so I can kind of use that as leverage tonight, in case he sucks again. But yeah, it's just those two main guys for me.
Dreg says Middleton really got shut down yesterday. Very disappointed, what you said. But then again, also got trapped the entire game. Yeah, that is what you say always, Chris. You don't like to focus on the individual defender matchups, more about like the team defensive schemes. So
yeah, I mean, I don't know. He's like 2 games ago, he shot 8 shots. So I don't know. I think there's something up with him, but the price tag is too good for me to pass up on FanDuel.
Yeah, needs a night out with Thomas here. Give him that rookie treatment, get that confidence back up. Yeah, we need Thomas to start that sports psychology. I don't know what to call it, but like confidence boost for players. Amfer says Middleton ham tonight. Do you buy it, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have him in my FanDuel cash game, so I hope so. Hasty says, what about OG Bobby Portis in blowout run? Yeah, I don't mind him either. He's priced around 5K, 5.5 on FanDuel, 5.2 on DK. Kind of risky with the blowout prediction. Obviously, it's the biggest spread, so I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't know. Obviously, it's going to be tournament only. I'm
Yeah.
fine with it though.
T-Bay in here says mentor. NBA mentorship program with Thomas. Get confidence up. Oh, big news, Chris. We got Chuma Okiki. He's playing today.
Oh wow.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, he says team defense matters for sure, especially in college basketball. Dreg says he needs what the Suns got in the bubble before they went 7-0. Middleton.
Yeah, I mean, probably shouldn't have read that one, but I mean, yeah, it is what it is.
Okay, next game we got the Phoenix Suns against the Pelicans. Let's do Phoenix side first. Nothing noted for them. Projected starters, we have CP3, Chris Paul, Booker, Bridges, Crowder, and Ayton. Anyone you like there, Chris, against the Pelicans?
Yeah, so I mean, like from a projection standpoint, a lot of these guys don't pop for us tonight. I think Devin Booker is probably going to be my favorite play here. He's 7-7 on FanDuel, so it's a little cheaper than he's actually been recently. He's obviously been playing very well, sort of playing as the same way he did last season. So I do like that a lot. So he's going to be my favorite guy here. Really good implied team total for the Suns, 118. I think I said it earlier. This is the second highest over/under game on the slate. So I mean, if you want to play these guys like Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton, I'm fine with it. Like Ayton's 6-6 now on FanDuel, so really low price tag there. I think it's a good buy low spot. He's 6-7 on DK, so also good buy low spot there. But I'm not finding myself landing on these guys in cash games. Like I said, if you want to play them in tournaments, I think any of these three are viable. Jay Crowder, if you want to go there as sort of a last piece, he's 4.8K on both sites. He started last game, so if he starts again tonight, I think he's a fine tournament option today.
Okay. Yeah, Durek says Crowder sneaky, very sneaky tonight, Chris. Hasty loves Jay Crowder. Jaden's asking top 3 tournament plays. Can go over those after the overview. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's do New Orleans side. We got Steven Adams as doubtful. Projected starters: Lonzo Ball, Bledsoe, Ingram, Zion, and Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez. Yeah, Hernan Gomez looks pretty chalky here, Chris. Who do you like?
Yeah, so he's going to be the guy I'm interested in most here. 4.4K on FanDuel. It's like the only reason he's not popping a lot is because he's obviously center. And if you play him at center, you kind of lose a lot of opportunity costs. So, I mean, I really like him in tournaments on FanDuel, probably not in cash games on FanDuel, but on DK, he's a lock for me. I think he's even cheaper there. Yeah, 3.9K. Obviously, we expect him to start for Adams here tonight. He's one of my favorite value plays on DK outside of Osman. And then outside of Hernan Gomez, like if you want to play Zion again, I obviously prefer him over Ingram here. He's 8-4 on DraftKings, 8-7 on FanDuel. So if you land there as sort of a last piece in cash games, if you don't want to play Giannis, that's someone I don't mind.
Yeah. Drago says Josh Hart sneaky play as well. Apparently the Opto looks really good right now from Ghosty. T-Bale says, is it just me or is Lonzo playing desperation ball now? Doesn't want that East Hastings contract anymore. He's determined.
Yeah, I mean he's been getting more consistent minutes. Yeah, he's definitely looked better. I would say so as well.
Yeah, he says Lonzo looks lost and scared again.
No, I think he looks better than he looked at the start of the season.
Yeah. Drake says Josh Hart had 4 points last game. Should perform better. Do you buy into that one, Chris?
I mean, it's going to be like a 2%, 3% play. I don't know. Not someone I have too much conviction about. Like he's been playing like 30 minutes, so the thing with him is he has those big rebound games. That's usually when he hits his ceiling. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it happens here tonight, but It's not someone I'm going to go out of my way to get as a value play tonight. Definitely a good sneaky option though.
Okay, let's jump into the next game. Toronto against Minnesota. Toronto side, we have Pat McCaw, probable. Maybe he'll play, so finally probable. Kyle Lowry, questionable there. And then projected starters, we have Fred VanVleet, Norm Powell, Bembry, Anunoby, and Siakam. Who do you like on the Raptors here, Chris? Back-to-back for them as well. Played the Wolves, lost that last time they played, 4 or 5 days ago. So seems like a game they'd probably want to take today if you're into that narrative stuff. But yeah, who do you like here, Chris? I guess got to approach it with and without Lowry.
I mean, even with Lowry, I do like these guys here tonight. Obviously, we got a really good matchup against the Timberwolves here. They're implied to score 115. They play their main guys a ton of minutes, so I'm fine playing VanVleet and Siakam tonight. I think VanVleet is probably a lock for me right now. Obviously, we don't know about Lowry. We get the upside if he's out. Obviously, that will help the other Raptors that we pick. So I really like VanVleet tonight. 7.8K on DK, 8K on FanDuel. So we're still getting a little bit of a discount for him. We've seen him at around the 9K range earlier on this season. So even if Lowry plays, I'm fine with VanVleet here in this matchup. He's one of my favorite shooting guards on FanDuel. And then Siakam as well, more of a DK play. On FanDuel, he's more expensive, 8.7K. So maybe in tournaments, but not going to be there for me in cash games. But 7-7 on DraftKings really stands out. I think that's probably one of my favorite cash game plays on DK. So I'm going to roll with those two guys from the Raptors here tonight. And then if you want to play someone like Bembry again, I played him yesterday as well. Obviously, he started for Lowry. Did he start for Lowry or did he start for Baines? I'm not sure. So who did they start yesterday?
I don't think they started Baines. They went smaller.
Yeah, so they started VanVleet, Bembry, OG, Siakam. Is that 5?
Yeah, I think they started VanVleet, Powell, Bembry, OG, and Siakam.
Yeah, so obviously if Lowry's back, then Bembry won't be in play anymore, just because he won't be starting. But right now, I think he's a decent option, 3.1K. He played 36 minutes yesterday, so that was without Lowry, obviously. In the games with Lowry, he's been hovering around the low 20s. So, I mean, maybe even if Lowry's in, I don't mind that. I wouldn't feel too bad being stuck on that if that happens. So, yeah, but for the most part, it's going to be Siakam and VanVleet.
Yeah. Hasty says, Josh Hart, best rebounding guard in the West. You like that one, Chris?
Yeah, he is. Hasty also said Josh Hart isn't an exercise guy. I think he is an exercise guy. He just kind of found a way to, I don't know. He found a way to do something. He doesn't touch the ball much. So the way he touches the ball is to rebound the ball. But I think other than that, he's kind of an exercise guy.
Yeah. Durag says Raptors do not need Kyle Lowry back. He says without Lowry, they're locked in as a group. They do lock in as a group. Not sure though. Lowry's pretty solid as well. They do have a lot of guards though on the team. So, but I don't know. Lowry's definitely a all-time Raptor for sure. Hasty here says nobody takes a charge like Lowry. He's definitely the engine of the Raptors throughout the last couple of years. He's a solid guy. Ghosty says Powell. I was wondering about Powell as well, Chris, for tournament play. Seems like he's a bit cheaper here on FanDuel, 5.8 without Lowry. He seems like he has that upside potential recently. We've seen him get 40s. So what do you think of Powell in tournaments?
Yeah, so we played him yesterday without Lowry in. So, I mean, if Lowry's out, I think this 5.8K price tag on Powell is really good. Again, better matchup than yesterday playing the Timberwolves. So, yeah, if Lowry's out, Powell's definitely in play for me. I think if Lowry's in, I'm not going to want to touch Powell.
Yeah. Hasty says there should be DFS points for taking charges. I mean, that's not even a stat they keep Like it's not on the stat sheet either. But yeah, do you think they should count as like a steal?
A charge?
Do they? Yeah,
No way.
but you get
It's
possession.
Yeah, but you have to inbound it. I don't know. Like I don't know. I think it's fine how it is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you do get your team possession, so I don't know. I kind of like that one if it was counted for DFS as like a steal, maybe. Um, but yeah, well, because offensive foul is a turnover, right?
Yeah, but you're individually turning over the ball. If you draw a charge, you're not. I don't know.
Hey, you are. That's individually drawing a charge.
But you're not individually stealing the ball.
What? No, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, but yeah, I think
Yeah, dead ball turnover.
yeah. I think we were at 20, 25 out of 30 likes. So just a quick reminder, guys, if we get to 30, we'll do a giveaway for our optimizer here that we're using during the show. You'll see it more in action when we start building lineups in probably about 5 to 10 minutes. So definitely check that out and then see if you're interested in trying us out. There's a 3-day free trial as well. But yeah, Minnesota, Chris, we got Jarrett Culliver out for them, and then Ricky Rubio, Beasley, Ant-Man, Catman, and Vanderbilt projected starters for them. Anyone you like there against the Raptors?
So I guess if you want to play someone like Cat here in tournaments, I don't mind that. He had a big game last time out. He finally got his normal minutes. Obviously that game went into OT, so I guess if it didn't go into OT, he still would have gotten his 32 minutes, which I don't know. I don't love Cat getting 32 minutes. I like him more when he's getting high 30s. So I think they're still probably easing him back slowly. But he's going to be my favorite guy here from the Timberwolves. I don't really want to play anyone else. If you want to play Jaden McDaniels maybe in tournaments on DK for 3-3, I don't mind that. He got the start last time out. He played 37 minutes, so I think if he starts, he's viable. But for now, obviously we won't know their starting lineup before lock. So for the most part, I'm just going to stay away from the Minnesota Timberwolves here tonight.
Okay. We see some news here. Tweet. It's not Draymond is playing. I think it just says that he's expected to play. So still in the probable price tag. The tweet I see is Green is expected to play tonight. So still not 100%, but most likely. Also see a guy on Milwaukee out with health and safety, Jalen Adams. Any concern there, Chris, with other guys maybe going out with health and safety?
No, we've seen it where there's like one-offs. Like we've seen Maladone have the problems, and no one else had any problems. We saw Schroeder yesterday, and obviously no one else had problems. So I'm not concerned at this point.
Okay. Okay, yeah, last game here, we got Utah against the Clippers. Utah side, Mike Conley questionable, and then projected starters, Conley, Mitchell, Bogdanovich, Royce O'Neal, and Rudy Gobert. Any interest there, Chris?
I mean, obviously Donovan Mitchell has been playing very well recently. He's probably going to be the only guy I really want here. Like Utah's one of the most fun teams to watch right now. But I mean, like this game is kind of hard to. It's hard to target players from. Like Utah's healthy now, Conley's back. They're all sort of priced as if Conley was out in terms of guys like Clarkson, Ingles, Bogdanovich even. So I mean, if you're playing these guys, I'll probably stick at the top. I'll stay with guys like Mitchell and Gobert. Gobert has a really good price tag on DK, 7.3K. So yeah, it's probably going to be Mitchell and Gobert as my favorite plays here. Not landing on them in cash games, but I think they're decent tournament options here in the late night hammer.
Okay, let's go over the Clippers then. Over there we have Daniel Oturo is out for them, and then Luke Kennard, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and Nick Batum all marked as questionable for them. Right now we have projected starters Pat Bev, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Serge Ibaka, and Batum. Yeah, lots of questionable tags here, Chris. Is that something that you're worried about or something you'll take into account for maybe like a late swap there? Anything like that?
Um, I mean, it's I probably can't do it today. Like, if we get news that they're both playing, there's no other games that start at this time. The game that starts before it starts at 9 p.m. Eastern. So 1 hour before this game. So it's very risky to backload here. I don't think there's much advantage to be gained. And as of now, they're both questionable. So I don't know. I can't play any of these guys.
Okay. Yeah. What about for like tournaments? Anything you'd consider there? Say both guys out or one in, anything like that?
No, like I said, it's hard to do with no one to swap to. Like you're just gonna be dead if you get your prediction wrong.
Yeah. Okay, let's get into the three throne. What was it? Three thrones?
Yeah, three. I don't know, something like that.
Three pillars? Whatever we call it. Got some comments. Let's see what we got here. Utah's really good right now. Got a question from Thomas says, or no, we got one from Rondo, Chris. I think it was. Actually, I can't find it now. There's too much chat. Oh yeah, here. He's asking if Luka's gonna win MVP. What do you think of that one, Chris?
Luka gonna win MVP? Um, I think it's gonna be LeBron. I think we had this discussion maybe a week or two ago. I think it's gonna be LeBron. Yeah, I'm looking at his odds right now as well. I think he was at like plus 300 a week or two ago. Now he's at plus 125. So the odds are just. I mean, LeBron's running away with it right now.
Yeah. Let's see. Got Charlie Cole in here. Says, "Yo, what's up, Charlie?" Let's see. Dureg says, "I know you guys talked about them already, but if Draymond plays tonight, do you expect him to do well?"
I expect him to do fine, but it's a pace down spot for the Warriors. That's my only concern. He's 7.6 on FanDuel. I think he's a better play on DK for 6.6. Obviously, you got the triple double bonus there. So if you want to play him on DK, I think you can get him pretty low owned here. I wouldn't mind a pairing with Steph or something. Obviously, they correlate very well together. But yeah, I wouldn't do it outside of that.
Yeah. He says Royce is my guy tonight. Do you like that one?
Royce is my guy tonight. I don't know. Like Conley's back. They're all healthy for the most part. So I'm not too high on Royce tonight. You'll get him probably very low owned. Last time Hasty said this, I said the same thing I'm saying today. And then Royce played his best game of the season. I think it was against Detroit. He ended up playing 43. I mean, he got 43 fantasy points, ended up in the winning lineup. And I mean, I'm saying the same thing tonight. So I wouldn't be surprised if Royce O'Neal gets there for Hasty.
Yeah. Amfer says 3 likes away from 30. Then giveaway. So let's get to it. I think we can do it. And then just a reminder, every 5 after that will be an extra giveaway. So 35 would be 2, 43, so on, so forth. Ghosty says Gary's core: Fred VanVleet, Norm Powell, Siakam, and Bembry. I like it. That sounds like a core I would make. Carl says, does this count as my comment? I'm guessing that's for the giveaway entry. Not yet. I guess we'll do it after in a bit. I'll announce that when we do that. Hasty says, wow, Chris's memory is like the Matrix.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go 3 core plays here, or 3 pillar plays. You can also do favorite tournament plays as well. But yeah, first one, overall play of the day, safest play today, best play today. Can't go wrong with this play. Who is it?
I'll go with Giannis here tonight. He's 11-3 on FanDuel. I think he's my favorite spend up tonight, favorite stud. So I'm going to go with Giannis.
Okay, and then the value play today, save you some money here. Maybe jam in a few extra studs. Who's going to let you save up today, Chris?
I'll go with Seth Curry here for 4K. Shake Milton's doubtful. Really good matchup against the Bulls. He's been playing 35 minutes plus with Shake Milton out, so I really like it here.
Yeah. Yeah, I did miss a comment. I'll go over it in a sec. Sorry about that. Just a lot of chat. Tournament play of the day, Chris. The one that will be in the top lineup here. First place, 100K takedown, 10K takedown, any takedown. Who's it going to be?
Let's go with Willie Hernan Gomez here. I think he's going to go overlooked on FanDuel at the center position. but I really like him in tournaments. I think that's a good way to differentiate your construction.
Yeah. Yeah, and the question is from Royal King says Fred, Siakam, Giannis, Jokic for cash.
What's the question?
Fred, Siakam, Giannis, Jokic for cash.
Yeah, if that's DK, might be hard to fit Giannis and Jokic together if you're playing Fred and Siakam. If that's FanDuel, I wouldn't play Siakam. I think he's a little too expensive, but I like the other three guys.
Yeah. What else we got? Charlie says Royce and Clarkson are hidden gems.
Yeah, he must be with Hasty.
Got the 30. So shout out to you guys for doing that. Do the giveaway after court plays here, after the lineup construction. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Let's do DraftKings, Chris. Overall play of the day here. Favorite guy. Can't go wrong with him. Who is it?
I'm gonna go with Giannis here as well. He's even cheaper than FanDuel, 10.8K. So he's my favorite spend up.
Thought I was spelling his name wrong, but no. Just filter. Value play of the day here. Chris, who is it?
I'll go with Willie Hernan Gomez for 3.9K on DK.
Okay. And then the tournament play of the day.
Tournament play of the day. Let me just take a look here. One sec. Let's go with Steph Curry. I don't think he's going to get too much ownership here tonight. Yeah, what do we have him at? 6%. Yeah, I think he's going to go overlooked, but this guy has like crazy upside. We've seen it a few times this season. He has games where he just doesn't miss, so he can go for 60 real life points. He can go for probably 70 fantasy points on any given night. So I think on a low owned night like this, I think he gives us good tournament upside.
Okay. Do you have any more favorite tournament plays today, Chris? Had a question for top three, so just on that question there, anyone you like? Just I guess you need two more.
Yeah, I mean I like guys like Mitchell. I don't think he's gonna go too highly owned. Devin Booker, Trigger mentioned him. Zach LaVine, if you're playing some Sixers guys. Who else here?
I like Vooch a bit.
Yeah, Vooch as well. So I mean, I don't know. Like I kind of went over it as I went game by game. I don't really have it off the top of my head right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do core plays then, Chris. Start with FanDuel, like always. Actually, before I do that, we do have a new feature, new update here. Lots of stuff behind the scenes, always going on, but we added the salary range here. Is this something you would use, Chris? Like, when would you use this, I guess?
Sorry. Yeah, I mean, I don't really use that. We added that for Reggie. He was the one that wanted that. So, I mean, a lot of people do use that, but it's not something that I use.
Yeah. What were you gonna ask me?
Oh, nothing. There was just a car alarm going off. I was wondering if you were hearing it.
Oh, no. Yeah, on the salary range, we actually have quite a few guys asking. First was Reggie, then some guys in the Discord as well wanted this feature. I personally would like if I were to leave salary on the table, I'd probably do it through like a player group, like have some player groups where I get like some, I don't know, other settings I would prefer to use as well. I feel like you get more control over the build as opposed to this, but I could see why someone would use it. I used to use it before, but I don't know, like, do you know what people say about salary range here? Like any theory, Chris, DFS theory?
Yeah, I mean, if you set the maximum here to 58K, and even just build optimals, like most of your lineups are going to be unique. So, I mean, it's an easy way to become unique with your lineups.
Yeah, I guess that is the way. Like, quick way to be unique with your lineups right away. Yeah, I mean, for me, another quick way to do it is through the lineup ownership rules. Like, if you just put like one or like two guys under like 15%, for example, in today's slate, like that's another really quick way to kind of be unique and still have a lot of the high projected guys, like the top chalky plays. So just quick way to do that. But first core play, Chris, on FanDuel. Who do you have?
Let's go with Seth Curry here at shooting guard, 4K. We can also add in Chetty Osman. He's probably my favorite value play on FanDuel. I said Seth Curry earlier, but yeah, I would put Chetty there. I think he has a little more upside, a little safer floor. We can lock in Giannis as well. I think he's a really good play here tonight. And then even MCW, I think against the Warriors for 4.5K, I think he's a lock.
So these 4 guys here?
Yep.
Okay, let me just make sure the settings are correct. Looks like it is. Let's see. Hasty says, salary feature gives another way to be different. 50% of winning DFS lineups are 200 under salary or more. What do you make of that one, Chris? Hasty's been doing his homework.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. Like, if it's true, I mean,
I think Hasty was talking about that paper that you wrote for your thesis at Stanford, DFS thesis that you had, Chris. I think he was reading that one a while ago. Mike says stops duplicates.
Yeah.
But yeah, which ones do you like? Which ones do you want to go over, Chris? Both Jokic ones, or do you want to throw in an Embiid one?
No, let's go over the top 2 here. Yeah, so we have a 3v3 here. I mean, I've been on this top lineup all day, so I'm going to favor that one. But we have a 3v3 here. Garland, Middleton, JaMychal Green versus Kemba Walker, Danny Green, Jeremy Grant. We just get better plays in the first side. I think we get safer plays. If you don't like Middleton, then I guess you can go with the second side. But you have to get Danny Green, who I never like to roster. I mean, he's the minimum price, so it's not the worst play just to fit everyone else in. But I mean, I'm going to be the first side all day. I prefer Garland over Kemba. Garland's been playing a ton of minutes, gets blowout run as well. And then Middleton as well. I like him a lot. Maybe he'll go a little under-owned tonight just because he hasn't been playing well. And then JaMychal Green with Paul Millsap out. I think that's a really good play as well.
Yeah. Let's see. Royal King says for cash. Guessing he's asking about the salary slider that we have, salary range. I wouldn't touch it for cash ever. I think it's strictly a tournament thing. What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't touch it as well. There's no reason to.
Yeah, I mean, let's just take a look here. I'm just curious here. Like top 10 lineups here range from 330 to 328 projections, and then the 10th lineup here has maximum salary. So like, I don't know, like if you dropped it to, what'd you say, Chris? 5,800,000?
Yeah, you can try. Dakota says dabbling in some MME tonight and made the rookie mistake of reserving lineups before. They really need to make this easier. I mean, once you get the hang of it, it's like pretty easy. It becomes second nature. Like you can do it in 20, 30 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, what did I say? It was 330 to 328 top 10. So now it's 320 to 318 projection. So obviously these aren't lineups you would land if you build 150. You didn't touch the slider there, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely more unique this way. Yeah, definitely a tournament feature. I'll probably try it for if I'm ever like in a rush and I don't have time to look at the slate and I just want to quickly differentiate. So something I'll try there, but let me just reset that. Yeah, let's go over DK then, Chris. First core play here. Is it Willie?
Yeah, we can put Willie Hernan Gomez there. We can also throw in Garland. I think he's a priority for me at point guard for 5'4". I think his minutes are safe. I think his floor is safe. So I like him a lot. We can throw in Giannis as our stud, 10.8K, even cheaper on DK. We can throw in the cover boy, Chetty Osman, and then we can hit build.
Yep. I also think the profiles thing is a little different now as well than it was before with the new change.
Yeah,
so
I think it saves the player pool stuff.
Oh, it does use player pool stuff now?
I think so.
Yeah, so that's awesome. Yeah, before the profiles only did like the settings, but now they should also remember like your locks, your adjustments here, projection, min max, randomness. So everything should save to the profile now. So that's pretty cool. Makes it really easy to do different builds here. But yeah, Chris, with these, let me just check the settings if they're correct. Yep. Which ones you want to go over here?
Yeah, we can go over the first two. I've been on this top lineup all day, just like on FanDuel. So I mean, there's not really much discussion for me in terms of my 2v2s and 3v3s right now with the news that we have. But we can go over it. So we have Garland in both, Chetty in both. Obviously, we locked those guys: Giannis, Willie, Hernan Gomez, and then we have these Raptors guys. So I think we have a 2v2. Yeah, Kemba Walker and Bembry versus Wiggins and McGee. I mean, I'm going to be on the first side all day long. Don't want to play Wiggins. Don't really want to play McGee either. His minutes aren't very secure, even with Drummond out. Obviously, he's a fine point per minute guy, but I mean, I don't feel too comfortable with it. So I would rather go with Walker and Bembry here. I mean, I really like everyone else in this lineup. Kemba Walker and Bembry. I mean, these last two positions are kind of hard to pick from. Like you can't get too many optimal players here. But I'm fine with Kemba there as sort of a last piece. I'm fine with Bembry as well. Obviously, we get the upside of him starting if Lowry ends up being ruled out. He's only 100 over the minimum, so I still think he can get his way to 17 fantasy points here on DK. Even if Lowry plays, he should still play around 24 minutes. So I'm going to be on the first side here for now with the news that we have.
Let's see some comments here. Hasty says, "Did you study the link post?" Which one, Chris? Do you know what he's talking about?
Oh yeah. No, we can't see your links that you post. For some reason, it doesn't show unless I post it on the DFS Crunch account. So didn't see any link. I mean, you can link me on Discord and I'll check it out.
Yeah. Vion Jones says no Middleton or MCW for me. Hasty says me too. Thomas says Middleton is fool's gold. Can't trust Middleton anymore. You trust him though, no?
I don't really trust him, but I think the spot is too good to pass up on tonight for his price tag.
Yep. David Creas says Reddish over Curry on FanDuel, Chris.
Yeah, he's a little more expensive, but if you have the money, for sure.
Yep. What else we got? Mike says, do you guys mess with the projections if you think it's too high or low?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's the whole reason that you use an optimizer. Like, if you don't agree with something, you can quickly change it. I mean, yeah, that's the beauty of the whole thing. Like, you get to add your own touch. Let's say you don't like Middleton at all, you can exclude him from your player pool. You can do a ton of things like that. Like if you have conviction on a certain player, if there's someone that's kind of been playing well and you value that a lot, you can bump them up. You can bump their projection up. You can do all the little things, and then after you build, obviously the optimizer takes everything, all your changes into account.
Yeah, like I don't know, just for example, not saying this is something I'll do, but like if you look at Cat today, 43.7, 4.7 value here. So if for whatever reason you thought he could get like 50 tonight, if you did that, you can see his points per 1K jumps up. So he's like 5.3 now. So one of the top plays right now, he's not in any of the top 20. I don't think we have a center locked, but yeah, if you hit build again, maybe some Cat would show up here. Definitely if you did 150. But yeah, do get 20% Cat. Like you get a completely different second lineup here. But yeah, just things like that. So it is pretty neat. You can always add in your own touch, and if you just add that in, do stuff like that. Also adjust the settings. I think that's where your individual skill and knowledge of a sport of players will showcase, and I think that's how you do better than average in DFS. Just the more you know about the sport, the more you can kind of change things that you believe in. So yeah. What else we got? KJ says, boys, I'm doing a paper, almost done, 4,000 words. Wonder if he's gunning for your DFS paper, Chris, if he's trying to outdate yours, make yours dated.
KJ, he's a young guy. He's probably in school, doing the right things. So I mean, definitely prioritize that paper over your over your DFS lineups.
I mean, it's Friday though; it can't be due now. Probably for Monday at the earliest.
Good that he's almost done.
Huh?
I said good to hear that he's almost done.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Roll King says best lineup for cash. I think I missed it. FanDuel. Did I remove? Well, it's the ones we went over. Building.
Yeah, I mean they're not necessarily the best, but I mean they're they're my favorites. So.
Yeah, these were your favorites here. Got some Ben Simmons news. Probable didn't participate in the shoot around. Coach Rivers is treating him like a game time decision. So there's that.
Yeah, that's huge news. Like I'm probably gonna assume that he's out with that news. Didn't go through shoot around, downgrade to questionable. So I mean, yeah, he's. I would guess that he's out tonight.
Yeah. Dakota says Opto just spat out 309 projection on DraftKings for me.
Yeah, I don't. Dakota said an Opto, so maybe a different one. Not sure.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. What do you think about Middleton tonight, Chris? Another Middleton question from Jaden.
Yeah, Middleton's definitely a scary play, but I think for his price on FanDuel, I'm gonna play him in cash games.
Yep. Yeah, let's do the giveaway, guys. So I think we reached 30, so we'll just do 33. So maybe we'll do 2. But yeah, if you guys want to participate in the giveaway, now is the time to say anything in the chat at all. So we'll put 90-second timer countdown and then start that. So 90 seconds, doesn't matter what you say, it can be anything at all. And then that's what you need to do to enter. Yep. Yeah, Carl gets it now. So good to see that he got it. Yeah, the reason we have to do this is because we don't have a list of people who are in the chat. Like you can't just click like the settings and see who's in here. You can only see people on a list if they've said something in like the last few minutes. So that's why we do this. It's at 35. Isn't that 2? Is it 35, Chris? Yep. I see 35. So yeah, 2. We'll do 2 today. Let's see. Cody says I missed out. Missed out on what? Yeah. Let's see. Anything else to go over, Chris? Any other features we recently added here?
No, I don't think so. I think the tool is like it's pretty close to being finished. I think we have all the main features in there. Everything on top is just, I mean, probably just additional features that aren't they're not necessary in terms of an optimizer, but will help in the future.
Yep. Yeah, the one I'm excited about is to have like the custom models, so you can put weights on different stats. For that though, we need to fix our like historic data, so we have that a bit more accurate. Like we do have strange prices. Like sometimes we get like a player's price from a single entry game. So just things like that we have to fix. But then once we have that, we'll be able to do like custom models, so you guys can pick like if you just want to give priority to projected fantasy points. Maybe you want to give priority to like how many times they've hit value, like 5x their salary in the last however many games, price changes, things like that. So that'd be pretty cool once that's there. Yeah, let's see who we have here.
I want to say shout out to Carl. He says your NHL value lock for tonight is Kyle Connor. By the way, yesterday I think in the Twitter message he put David Perron, and David Perron ended up scoring. So mean, Carl's definitely on point with his NHL stuff. So if you need someone for value, play Kyle Connor. He's playing the Canucks. Always like to target the Canucks. So yeah.
Yep. Yeah, let's go. I think this is everyone. 14 guys. If anyone's missing, like last chance right now. Guess not. Let's do it. Wait, I think we got one more. Did we? No. Okay, that's it.
Do we have Mike in there?
No. Do we?
And then stay out of there.
Yeah, we didn't have Mike. Okay.
Let's go.
Who's it gonna be, Chris? You want to guess?
No, I don't. Kind of makes it feel like it's. I don't know.
Ooh.
Oh, Cody Mayfield. Nice. Cody Mayfield said he missed out, and he ended up winning. So shout out to Cody Mayfield. We'll do one more, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Do we have Ampher here? Do we? Yeah. We do?
Guess not.
Let's add Ampher in here. Okay, let's go again. Ooh. Has Jaden won before?
Yeah, he has.
Nice. Do I have to go over it, or everyone knows the drill?
You have to tell Cody how to do it. I don't think Cody has access, but Jaden, you could just DM Chris, me on Discord. I think you're in the Discord, so just DM me on Discord your email address, and I'll give you the access.
Yeah, and then Cody, go to dfscrunch.com, click join, sign up here with your email, put a password in, or do Google, Facebook, Twitter, doesn't matter, any of those. Then when you get to the payment page there, second step, don't pay. You don't have to pay. Just send Chris a message on Twitter at DFSCrunch, or here in the YouTube if you're comfortable with your email here. And then we'll just upgrade your account there for free. Join the Discord as well, upgrade it there too. And then just refresh our website, DFS Crunch, and then you'll be a member, so you'll have full access to everything. So pretty easy there. Yeah, Discord is just in the Twitter. I think it's in the Twitter. It's the pin message. Yeah, Discord's in Twitter. So just go to our Twitter at DFS Crunch, click that, join. There's the email, Chris. You can do that. Anything you want to say about the slate, Chris? Any news to watch out for leading up to lock here before I wrap it up? Are you muted, Chris?
Oh yeah, sorry. I just want to say, for Cody, I guess you have an account if you're in the Discord already, so I'll get you in. And then Jaden, just DM me or DM DFS Crunch on Twitter, and I'll get that in. And then for the slate, obviously we're waiting on the Simmons news now. That's going to be huge. So I mean, it's NBA DFS, so we have news all the time. But yeah, a ton of money to be made tonight, so I'm excited for the slate.
Okay. Yeah, ton of money to be made tonight, every night here. So yeah, super excited as always. But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate all the chat every day here. So it's super awesome to see familiar faces here. Great questions. So love the community we're growing here. Big shout out to you guys. We'll be back at it again tomorrow, 2.5 hours before main slate. So before you go today, if you haven't, for whatever reason, and you enjoyed the content, be sure to hit the thumbs up, the like button. Be sure to subscribe as well, bell button and all. We do the content here, same format that we did today, every single day for every single slate. No days off, so even weekends, holidays, birthdays, sick days, flu days, anything like that. So we'll always be doing the show for the whole NBA season. So do all that stuff. Other than that, Twitter, DFS Crunch. Follow us there as well. Some solid content there now. I've been pretty active there with Rondo managing it, so shout out to Rondo. And then, yeah, guys, if you didn't win the giveaway, you like the optimizer that we used today, you want to join our community, be sure to go to dfscrunch.com. There's a free 3-day trial that's automatically applied. No code or anything required. So just while you're checking out, if you've never been a member, you won't be charged until after 3 days. So you could try it out. If you don't like it, or you can't afford it, or whatever it is, you can cancel anytime before 72 hours and you won't be charged a penny. So definitely check it out. Today's a good big slate to try it out on. You do also get our Discord community, so also join that. But yeah, super awesome optimizer here. It's getting better every single day. So yeah, it's really, really good. I'm proud of that. Anything else, Chris?
No, I already said what I had to say, but yeah, I'm excited for the slate tonight.
Yeah. I forgot to say, we'll be in the Discord updating any news if there's anything that comes out. So we'll be doing that, answering your questions for all the members. So it's another reason to get in. Join the Discord if you're a member and you're not in there. But yeah, we'll be in there updating that, answering questions, all the way up to slate lock and post lock as well. Super helpful community. People just put out news that comes out. So join the Discord if you're a member. Yeah, we'll see you guys all tomorrow. Appreciate you guys tuning in. So yeah, good luck tonight, guys, and see you all tomorrow.